Welcome back to AgaveBreak. We got a special spirit for you today. The Siempre. This is from the Exclusivo, and this is the Vivo. I'm Vic.
I'm Gus.
And we'll get things kicking.
Yep. So
right.
Tell me a little bit, Vic, about Siempre Vivo.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, we do have where we did the Muerto. A little bit different. They're kind of like polar opposites. But the Vivo comes from the NOM 1414. This specific one has a very interesting method of distillation when it comes to its properties. Really uses a live yeast during the distillation process and actually fermentation process, and it carries it over to the distillation process. This is what makes it unique. This is different in the tequila world. This was used in Peru and in the Hispanic culture, but it's not efficient, and it's really designed to kind of capture some of the flavors.
Exactly. First time I tried it was a few years back, and it actually was in a restaurant, an Italian restaurant in Orlando, that they were building their tequila kind of liquor in their bar, and they asked me if I wanted to try it, and I was willing to do so, and I did, and it was amazing. It does have a particular taste to it. So for me, it's not my first time. I've tried it multiple times, but as you guys see, this is going to be a fresh crack for us. By the way, just a quick notation here. We bought these, so no one's giving us any bottles. We purchased it out of our own money. And shout out to Spin Spirited Liquors here in Brevard County. We were able to get all these bottles from them. We'll talk about this in another, but this is, you can't buy this. You have to make this. This is the zombie edition, but we'll talk about that in another video. So we're ready to do this?
Ready to do this.
Okay, cool. So this is going to be we'll get that out of the way, and we'll do this fresh crack here. Yeah,
and this one is from the Jalisco Los Altos, right? So more moisture in there on the high parts of
See how it all cracks there.
Yeah.
This is the interesting part. This is really cool. You get all this.
The wax. Yeah. Wax. With this one, they do use deep well water, stone brick ovens. The Vivo line does use the Mozart classical music to help de-stress the yeast during that process. So this is an interesting one. They do it with all of their agaves, but
now they made a total of about 9,000 bottles. Is that correct?
Correct. So this is a limited edition. The Muerto, we talked about that too. I think that's so
this is bottle 8355. It says right there. And then again, going back, 47.5 ABV. So it's 95% alcohol. So it's not the typical, in Mexico, it's usually around 35. Here in the States, it's around 40. So grab your glass.
All right.
We're gonna do a fresh crack, pour it here. Now, the first one is just to kind of get our palates used to it. Is this your first drink of the day?
First drink of the day.
First drink of the day too. So we're gonna go ahead and just first, try. But as you can see, I mean, these are pretty clear. And then, when you swirl it around, you could see the lágrimas. If you're married, and if you're not married, it is
Las piernas.
La pierna, exactly. Well,
so kind of an interesting smell. I definitely pick up some cooked agave and smokiness in this one.
Yes.
Almost like a mezcal-y type smell.
Exactly. And I think that comes from their deep well water, that minerality that you get to it. Again, you might think being at a high proof, right? It's not 40%, it's 47.5. You think that alcohol will get you, but you don't, right?
Not a strong, super strong alcohol smell. Definitely some citrus. Okay.
To get that. Remember, the first one, you should never base your judgment off the first try. You got to get your palate used to it. Usually they say the second or third try. So
surprisingly enough, for being a high proof, I don't have that burn. I didn't get that burn off that first one. Very interesting taste. I wouldn't say it's a typical Blanco. This is maybe a little different. I definitely, the same taste with the smell, the smokiness really kind of came through with that first sip.
So off the bat, you say from the smell, is it something that you would definitely say, hey, I want to go again and try that again? Would you?
I think it, in my opinion, it tastes a little better than it smells. I think the smell tastes a little kind of funky-ish, maybe the yeast. But I could smell the cooked agave in there for sure, and almost like some orange-ish, maybe like a citrus, flowery.
You get that citrus note, the flowery note. So as a sipper, excellent, I think.
Yes, I don't think I would probably want to mix something like this. It definitely.
Although
tastes,
you could.
You could.
I've done it.
Yeah.
It is good.
I think it's, to me, it's a little bit more special just because it is like a limited edition and they only have so many bottles, but it's a very unique taste. I don't think you can compare this to a regular Blanco.
So again, if you guys want to hear our description of the Muerto, you could just tap on the link below and you'll get all the details, especially about where it's coming from, NOM 1414, and then the people who distill it and the owners. We actually did discuss that in detail.
Right.
And where it comes, again, these are highland agaves. So they get that, a lot of that minerality, especially with the deep water. So this for me is kind of crisp, vibrant. Definitely aromatic.
Refreshing. I would say this is like a refreshing one. Good afternoon after you surf all day. You come home, this would be like a good little sipper to kind of remember your surf session.
So now that you taste it again, second, third time, what do you think overall?
Yeah, I think this is a lot better than I thought it was based on the smell.
Yeah, so smell-wise, you might get taken away and you might say, I don't know about the smell. It kind of smells weird, especially if you're not used to this type of tequila. But the taste is good. As a sipper, again, it's excellent. I would highly recommend it. Mix it, you can. Hey, enjoy tequila the way you want to enjoy it. But sipping is great too. So
if you were going to mix it though, if you're a mezcal drinker, highly recommend this one.
Oh yeah.
If you're big on mezcal, this would be like a great one. Also too, maybe a cantarito or something like that that has that more of a smokier kind of vibe. This would be a great one to do. But again, I think this is a great sipper. I probably recommend just having this one.
You could do even a agave old fashioned, right?
Okay, yeah. with that smoky kind of taste in there. What about rating? Let's rate this one.
So, when you look at it, as far as pricing, as I said before, we got this at Spin Spirited Liquor. The price was about $129.99. Again, limited run, 9,000 bottles, 4,500 on this one. Both of them were about the same price. Would I get it again? Actually, this is my second bottle.
So he would definitely get it again, but I would get it as well. This is definitely worth getting, not to just have in your collection, but to actually drink it. And again, refreshing.
Yeah.
This would be good like early afternoon, you surfed, you're done for the day, kind of remembering the session, sip and enjoy.
Now, the other thing is, as we always say, the disclaimer is drink responsibly, over the age of 21 here in the U.S. Anywhere else, it depends on the regulations
Follow
of
your
your
local
country.
laws.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so overall, let's just run down now for the final, right? And so, Vic, tell me, what would you give this score rating?
Yeah, I think this is, my opinion, probably 3.5 to 4 out of 5.
Okay. I give it a solid 4. I mean, for me, it's good. The smell is not, where we were, it's a little funkier, but I think, it's crisp, vibrant, really aromatic. We talked about it, given that, deep well water. So from my perspective, I give it a 4, solid 4. It's something I would definitely enjoy. And like I said, I bought it before, so I'll buy it again. So from our perspective, this is something that you definitely should take it into consideration next time you're out buying tequila, or if you come across it, I would definitely recommend it. As we always say, 50 ml POTID PRN for your for the day. Okay,
straight from the doctor.
Okay, guys. Well, next time we're gonna bring you a special one. Since we're getting close to, you know, Halloween, we're gonna talk next week about zombie edition. So this you cannot buy. This is basically a mix between this and the Muerto. So if you guys are up for it, hit us on this video. We're gonna come down with this video next week and talk about the Muerto. So it has 50% of the Vivo, 50% of the Muerto, and we'll talk about that and what the taste is for this one. So tune in for next time. Thank you all for joining us. Please comment down below anything you guys will want us to try or review for you. Let us know. We got a full collection back here, and we got some more over here on the sides, and we could keep talking all day long. So thank you for joining, and until next time.
Catch that next wave.
Bye.